Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about how we are going to defend power. We saw power quite a bit last year. Power is when the guard pulls. And like I said, we saw it a bit about last year, but I expect to see it more this year. This is B gap power. Okay, so this is where the guard is pulling, and he wants to pull right into this B gap, and the running back's going to come right behind him. Okay, so let's start. We're in 11 personnel, which means that this Y is attached. So the Zeke is on the line of scrimmage. The Zeke has the D gap. That's his run fit. He's in a 7 tech. The Sam, the number 2, is split. And so he is going to apex at 4 yards. And everyone else is in their normal alignment. Our offensive line keys are going to give us a run. Okay. And so then our eyes are going to transition to the near back. We're going to see it's a flow. Okay. It's a tight flow. Um, and we also have a pulling guard. Okay. So let's go. Let's talk about everyone's responsibilities here. Let's start with this end. Okay. You're going to get a single block from the tackle, and you're just going to shock, extend, peek, and shed. And you're going to own this B gap. The nose, you're going to be working on the left half of the center, and you're going to get a down block from this guard. And so we're just going to ask you to use hip technique to hold this A gap at the line of scrimmage. If you start to get pushed back, then you just cut the center. Now the end, um, remember, end, if you see this guard pull, okay, then you can chase. All right. So if you can beat this block off the tackle and get into the backfield, you can make a tackle for loss back here. If not, then you just want to shock, extend, peek, and shed. Okay. Um, Another way that this might be blocked is the center might try to come down on the end. And we talked about there's two ways to chase. One is that you get into the backfield, or one is that you cross the face of the down block. In this situation, we're showing that the tackle is just coming in and trying to block. That's the way Mountain Ridge blocked it last year. Um, there's just a variety, but the point is your key, which is the tackle guard, your guard is pulling, and so anytime one of your keys, anytime the guard pulls, then you're going to try and chase. Okay, let's talk about the outside linebackers. Um, they're going to be reading the mesh. The Zeke is on the line of scrimmage. His responsibilities is D gap. He will immediately set the edge using a scoot technique, and then he will be reading the running back um, in the mesh. This Sam, okay. He will be a hold and fold player. Okay, so he's reading the running back. If the quarterback hands the ball off to the running back, then the Sam is just going to fold down the line. If the quarterback keeps, then he is going to either go up and make the tackle or defend the RPO. Okay, biggest difference here is with our Mike and our Will. Our Mike's key is this guard. As soon as the guard pulls behind the center, he's going to make a pull call to the Will, and the Will is going to immediately fill his gap. Okay, he's going to be working cloudy to clear. And if the guard comes up on the Will, you just have to make sure you spill. And then the Mike is going to be the overlap player to make the tackle. Okay, this is C gap power. This is we saw this a lot last year. I expect we will continue to see it. C gap power is where they want to leave the end man on the line unblocked, and then this guard is going to come and try and kick him out to create a hole there. Okay. Um, Again, we're in 11 personnel. Okay. The Y is attached to the line of scrimmage, and so the Zeke is on the line of scrimmage in a 7 tech. The H over here is split, and so the Sam will be apexed at 4 yards. Okay, so everything is very similar here. Biggest issue here is this end. Okay. You're going to get a double team from this Y because the Y is going to be blocking down. Okay. And so you just want to make sure that you're using very good hip technique, or you can cut the tackle because we need you to hold this B gap here. The nose is going to be attacking the left half of the center. He is also going to get a down block from this guard, so we need to use really good hip technique to hold this A gap, or you can just cut the center. The end again, okay, your tackle guard read. The guard is going to pull, and so if you can chase this guard before the tackle blocks you, then that is good. You'll be right here in the backfield, ready to make a tackle for loss. If not, then you can just do a couple of things. You can shock, extend, peek, and shed, and just kind of control this B gap, or you can start working your way to cross the face of the center in the event that the center comes and tries to down block you. Um, there's lots of ways that it could happen, okay? But just remember, follow your reads. Um, Anytime that the guard pulls, your responsibility is to chase. Okay, so let's go to the Sam. The Sam is a hold and fold player because the back is near. Okay, so he is going to key the quarterback in the mesh. If the quarterback hands the ball off to the running back, then he's just going to fold down the line. If the quarterback pulls it and runs, then you just come up and make the tackle. If the quarterback pulls it and tries to make a throw, then you just go defend the pass. Okay. Again, here with our linebackers, the Mike is keying on the guard. The moment that the guard pulls, the Mike is going to make a pull call to the will, and the will is immediately going to fill his gap, cloudy to clear, and the Mike is going to overlap. Okay, biggest thing here is the Zeke. The Zeke is going to be unblocked because the Y is going to block down on the end, and then the guard is going to come and try and kick out the Zeke. So the Zeke, you're immediately going to squeeze and spill. And how we expect this to look, okay, is you're going to squeeze down here, okay, and you're going to spill this guard, all right, which is going to cause the running back to have to bounce it outside, which is where our Will and our Mike will most likely be, okay? So that's usually what it looks like. Yeah, so the most important things here to remember is the Zeke. Anytime that you see a down block or they move directly up to the linebacker, you need to squeeze and spill.